Agreement Forest is one of the most interesting trail systems I've ever been on. Even though it's pretty flat, it's very, very, very technical. Here's an interview with Paulo from HAFTA. Check it out. Give us the background of HAFTA. How did it start? How did it birth into existence?
So these trails are not new. They've been here for probably over 20 years. A lot of it was through rogue trail building, and there was a point where the region, Halton region, and the Conservation Authority were concerned about how much trail building was going on, and it wasn't authorized. And they were going to shut down a lot of, or everything here, all single track. So a lot of the mountain bikers who were passionate about these rocky trails, this very unique landscape here, they got in touch with the region and had discussions with them and found a way to keep the trails. And one of the requirements was that a trail club that was fully insured and legitimate would be responsible for these trails and make sure that they were always safe. So in 2015, HAFTA was created, the Halton Agreement Forest Trail Association.
Do you think what you guys have here is sort of a template for what might work in other places?
It could be a template because, I mean, like I mentioned, some of these trails were like doomed to get shut down, and closed up. Yeah. And the region saw value in maintaining some of these single track trails.
Sure.
Some were shut down. Okay. Some that were in more ecologically sensitive areas.
Right, of course.
Some were kept and they've been grandfathered in, like this trail that we're on now, on Boundary Trail. And it could be. And I think that the community has to talk to the region, the county, or whoever, the stakeholders involved, and kind of really emphasize the benefits, the economic benefit. You know, new bike shops are built around here, and they're doing well. And it's not just bike shops. I mean, our trails are open to hiking. You saw we ran into bird watchers along here who are photographers as well. Trail runners, and we have and fat biking through the winter. Sure. So there's a lot to gain from having these trails, and it's a wonderful getaway. You know, and we're not that far from the city. You know,
absolutely.
So there is value, and I think that people who value trails, who are worried about them getting shut down, I think have that conversation, or try to have that conversation. I know that it doesn't always work, but you know, push for it. But building legally is not really the greatest way to go.
This is really one of a kind place here. How would you describe the terrain in here?
We're in the Niagara Escarpment area. So this is all limestone. Most of the trails here at Agreement Forest, there are rocks. Some people love it. Some people are addicted to riding it. Right. And it can get addictive. And some people are like, maybe it's not for me. Yeah. Yeah, all the trails here, it's relatively rocky, technical. I'd say from intermediate to advanced. You don't really have any easy trails unless you're in the Pines area, or if you're on the double track. Usually any feature we have here at the Green Forest, like unique feature that's challenging, there's going to be a ride around on it. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. A lot of it, like, you stay on the ground and you go up and over big rocks.
What would be the best sort of bike?
Generally, you're going to see a lot of people dual suspension bikes. We would recommend more a higher volume tire to grip onto those rock surfaces. Probably, you know, I run 115 millimeters of rear travel with a 130 fork. That seems to do me well. Sure. But in the past, I've had a little more suspension, and it's helped me kind of evolve to learn how to ride these trails.
How can people get involved? Are there group rides? What is there sort of for the casual person to get involved with?
Yeah, so people are interested in experiencing these trails and a little worried because there are no signs. We're actually not allowed to put up signs. So
I meant to ask you about that.
The region wants to keep it as clean as possible. They don't want to post things on trees and whatnot. We'll try to push for signs, and you see them in winter with our fat bike trails. Right. Anyway, if you want to come and experience these trails, we do have weekly group rides. We meet at the Mohawk Racetrack parking lot in the northeast corner. It's a relatively intermediate ride. We do experience, like, we will hit up some technical areas. Well, it's mostly all technical, but
it's hard to avoid.
We won't get it too spicy. There are some really spicy trails here. And we're happy to give people a tour, and you don't need to be a member, you just need to sign a waiver. If you already ride here avidly and you want to get involved, we encourage you to reach out to us. either at like info@hafta.ca,
Okay.
or send us a message to our social media,
Yep.
Agreement Forest on Instagram, and we can set you up with how you can get involved to volunteer, help maintain the trails, and participate in our trail builds.
Well, I think the black flies are either going to carry us away or eat us if we stay in here much longer.
They're not too bad. They're not big, yeah.
So we better get back on trail. Thanks very much for
for
riding with us and chatting with us today. Appreciate it very much.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks for watching today, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out ontrail.ca for details. If you're in for a rocky adventure, check out the Agreement Forest run by HAFTA. Super fun. Hopefully we'll see you on trail.